Okay, I've got another question, David and Pascal. Pascal,
Sure.
uh, when you're picking goalies for a pro team, are we safe to assume they have the intangibles? They have tools. Obviously, you can refine the tools they've got, but are intangibles a problem with goalies that you've worked with at higher levels? Pascal, can you talk to the national team or pros you've worked with?
Yeah, I absolutely. There's some people that embrace development. Um, one goaltender that comes into mind is a goaltender that struggled with certain skating pieces and then quietening down their movement laterally. So you have to almost become a good salesman with them as well to help them understand what is it that you like about your game. Let's take a look at your game, and then what is missing. Do they have the desire to get there? So some goaltenders do, and some goaltenders have gotten to the National Hockey League level and they want to protect what got them there. The problem is that there's so much video evidence that we're like, as a goaltending coach, we're taking another step now, and that is not reinventing their game, but closing out or creating additional options for them to be less predictable to the people that have the book on them. So hopefully that makes sense. So a goaltender, that had a great playoff run in the National Hockey League. Well, now every goaltending coach is going to be studying that goaltender like Vasilevsky and saying, okay, well, how can you beat Vasilevsky? What are his tendencies? And does he have the motivation, the drive to make the adjustment, and more importantly, the confidence? And for a goalie coach, do you have the permission to, invade that piece that he covets or she covets so well? Shannon Zabados, for example, I'll use her as an example. Phenomenal goalie, a little pro, true through and through. And we were talking about screens, stationary, mobile, and layered screens. And, she didn't care. If the puck went past her, she's like, okay, what do you see? I want to know. Because the desire for her, the hunger for her to refine her game was so high. Whereas some people that they might be more restrictive. For Shannon, I've got a video that I'll send out to you guys if you like, looking on one side and then not being able to connect on the other side of the screen or fill in the frames. And then I just whispered in her ear, what am I doing? Okay, keep your eye on the puck, connect the dotted lines and read the trajectory. She witnesses the release, bang, and she catches every puck after that. And that comes down to giving access. I could always tell a pro when you can give them a piece of information and they apply it to their game right away, even though they've never done it before. And those are some of the things that I look for in a goaltender for sure.
Dave, can I get you to elaborate on that from your experience working at higher levels?
Yeah, when as Pascal was talking about this, I just love to see NHL goalies that finally make it in, to the NHL. First they're backups, and then they have opportunities to play. But what's the next level? And I just look how ugly of a stance Connor Hellebuck had at the start of his career, but the size and the dedication and the willingness to change certain things in his game and to keep on, evolving as a goalie, and last year to become a Vezina Trophy winner. I mean, that to me says a lot about the character of the individual that is willing to make some changes and understand the game and understand power play options and what can be done, and to trust also the goalie coach, and in terms of you are partners in this. And so I coached some goalies, some minor pro goalies that were all about the yeah but. I call them the yeah but goalies, and they always had an answer for questions, and it was all yeah but what if, and what yeah but the coachability to learn about the NHL game on a day-to-day basis is something that I really feel that goalies need to have at that level.